Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. I am going to pick up this one last character before I start on just showing the grind method I'll use. In some of these guild tasks, like the Bloodthirsty Warrior here, you get what's called a rank bonus. In this case, Sword of the Three Realms, rank 1. To recruit the character I want to recruit, I need rank 3. Now, to get rank 2, you kind of have to look this up. You need to kill Ruler of the Dawn in Ivory Peaks. And this is where this game gets very tedious, and so I will do a lot of this off-screen. But the wiki has some help as far as how to find out essentially which rare monsters spawned, because some of the rare monsters are in fact quite rare, and some of them are rather annoying to find. But here we're going to the Ivory Peaks. Now, based on the other enemies that spawn right here at the entrance, you can actually figure out if Dawn Ruler has showed up. If one of these guys is awake, he is not here. Let's see if we get lucky this time. The last time I tried this, I just off-screen killed it. A different rare monster spawned and I just splatted it for the fun of it. You have to be careful about just randomly splatting rare monsters, because some of them have unusual drops, which you might have to want to go through saving and reloading constantly to get. And some of those rare monsters do not respawn after you kill them. If you confirm that the rare that you're killing it doesn't drop anything particularly interesting, or you confirm that you've gotten the drop you wanted from it, then, you know. Anyway, Ruler of the Dawn is one of those ones that does not respawn, and there's a fly there. Unfortunately, there are 2 fly uniques here, so I'm hoping this is Ruler of the Dawn, but I'm going to save. And it's really kind of obnoxious that they put 2 fly uniques here. I don't know if they spawn in exactly the same position, but... Ruler of the Dawn also drops 2 items, potentially, which are needed for other guild tasks. Neither of those guild tasks is important as the one we're doing right now, but, you know, it's free money if nothing else. And the actual Ruler of the Dawn is not particularly dangerous, but he does have this stupid attack Pinbrick, which essentially it either does damage or it instantly kills a character. If it instantly kills a character, it doesn't do damage. It's rather annoying, actually. I don't think this guy will actually survive a full round anyway, so I may not have time to bring back... I'm not even sure who got Pinbrick there. Yeah, see, that time it just did damage rather than instantly killing him. Not hard, right?
Only in death.
But still got me in battle. Anyway, he drops a couple of different things. This Ondine core you need for another guild task. There are other ways to get it, and there are other ways to get the other rare item that he drops, or splits. He always shows up as a captured monster to split. But I got one of the 2, and so I'm happy. So I'll meet you back in Zolean. On our way out to the map, though, we got since we just hit battle rank 18, we get some, usual companion, I want stuff banter. This one is interesting. Baulson is asking if he should learn the remedies skill. On the Xbox 360 version, this was a bit of a question. Maybe not in this one, for this particular choice. But in the 360 version, you could not turn off various skills. So if somebody is offering to learn potions and you have no intention of ever having them use potions, you just say, no, don't learn it. And they don't, waste their time with it. In the PC version, you can just disable any arts you don't want. So there's no reason not to have them learn the capability to learn other arts. Anyway. And so I'm going to say, yeah, go for it. And, again, they're asking if they should focus on attacking or casting, and so I have sort of my opinions on where I'm going to take these characters, but I'll meet you. Then we look at guild tasks, and we take the Monster Slayer, and we get rank 2. When you complete those rank guild tasks, you get essentially more tasks available. Some of them aren't available. So, the third one we'll need to do involves the Newmore Mine. And this is going to involve just a fair amount of just killing random enemies, which is annoying, but, you know, I need to just sort of deal with it. I have to remember where the Newmore Mine is. What the heck? There it is. So I'm here in Newmore Mine. I just ran up, you know, the entrance is right here, just down at the end of the hallway, and we go to Operations Area number 5, down here. And the quirk to this is that you do kind of have to run back and forth from the map a couple times because there's not a whole lot of spawn points real convenient. And some of these guys are mixed in with what are called Godwoods, which, you know, they're not what we're looking for, more or less. But I'll do one of these fights on screen and the rest off screen, so... Damn! Well, I'll just do this one. You see there's 3 Godwoods there and 2 Spirit Woods. Well, the reality is that we don't really want the Godwoods right now, but we'll need a component from the Godwoods later, so I don't mind fighting them. Godwood Timber is a guild task item, but it's also a crafting component for high-level axes. Oops. Hate it when you all get paralyzed when you're all using physical combat arts. I don't think I ever explained it. Paralyze is the essentially the same thing as silence, but it affects physical attack arts rather than magical arts. I don't think anything affects item arts other than, you know, being dead. So as you can see, these guys are not super hard. They're not trivial, but you can also choose to engage them in larger groups. I didn't in this case, but... There are only really the 2 spawns that are right there by the stairs that I'm actually going to fight. There's more to this operations area number 5, but I'm not going to deal with it.
Sweet! Only in death does one cease to grow.
And at least we get some actual stuff out of it. And, you know, so you can split up the captured Godwood here for some Godwood Timber. And I forget how much we need. It's quite a bit, though. So we only killed 2 Spirit Woods, and we need to kill 12 for the next guild task. So I'm going to do that off screen and be right back. This actually isn't working out too well, because for every 2 Spirit Woods that I fight, I have to fight 5 Godwoods. And while I do like fighting Godwoods, they're not what I need right now, and I'm going to have to come back for them later anyways. We're going to have the magazines that'll improve the drops. So I have a little bit of Godwood Timber. Hopefully it's enough for what I need, but there's one other item that's down here in Operations Area number 5 that's very well worth picking up. And I may have to fight some enemies to get to it, just because it gets kind of narrow kind of fast. But that's the second map. And again, it's these vulture-type enemies, and, well, the challenge with these vulture-type enemies is that they don't drop the vulture part I need. And I guess I had to use time shift to get around that imp too, that I may end up having to fight that imp. But at any rate, in this chest way back here, there is the Blood Chalice, which is a special, it's actually a Remnant, though it's not, you know, one of the big fancy ones. It's just, you know, it's a piece of inventory, more or less. And it's good, but it's not super good. So, I'll show you the other area in the mine you can use to hunt Spirit Woods. The other place to hunt Spirit Woods is even closer to the entrance. Just walking in from the world map. Just off to the right here, and then down the elevator. And you don't actually have to go back out to the world map to respawn these. You can go back and forth between Operations Area number 5 and the large-scale mining zone to make them respawn. So, here's our friends here. So I'll finish those off and meet you in Celeplay. Now that we've killed our 12 Spirit Woods, when we come back here to Sword of Three Realms and go to Guild Tasks and say, hand that in, I'll hand in the rest of those other ones later. I've been handing a lot of those in off screen. I mean, mostly it's just magazines and gold and blueprints and stuff. It's nothing I'm using. Anyway, here's Ynfry. He has very good healing skills. He's a dual-wielding katana user. He is fairly powerful. His flaw, and the reason why I'm sort of torn about using him, is that he can never change classes, and so he's always kind of a little on the weak side. He never gets those good bonuses you can get from having, you know, powerful class. Though in the long run, it's a question between him and Blocter. He is probably, of my three sort of backup characters, Darien, Ynfry now, and Gabriel, he's probably my preferred of the three, though Gabriel's not bad either. The party I have now I could probably just run to the end of the game with and not have any problems, but there are 3 more characters I'm going to recruit. None of them are super important, but they're nice, and I'd rather have them than these guys. Anyway, that's all for this episode. See you next time.